Hi, welcome to our channel Mansa Tutorials. Today we are going to take class on class 10th. Okay, initially we have discussed in the part 1 video up to how to to know how presence of starch experiment we have conducted using iodine solution and methylated spirit. Up to that experiment we have discussed. So today in the part 2 video we are going to discuss what are the factors essential for the process of photosynthesis. So today we are going to discuss this topic. So what are the different factors involved in the process of photosynthesis? Before going to that, what is photosynthesis equation? So now we are going to see 6 CO2 plus 12 H2O in the presence of light and chlorophyll will give C6H12O6, that is glucose, plus 6 molecules of oxygen and 6 molecules of water. Understood? So this is what is our equation for photosynthesis. So when you observe this equation, what are the factors you are finding here? One is sunlight, the other one is chlorophyll, and the other one is carbon dioxide and water, isn't it? Water, carbon dioxide in the presence of sunlight, and chlorophyll were giving glucose and oxygen and water. Understood? So what are the factors for process of photosynthesis? So water, sunlight, carbon dioxide and chlorophyll are the factors essential for photosynthesis. So today we are going to discuss water, sunlight and carbon dioxide. Regarding these three factors, today we are going to discuss in this video. So when you see, so these essential factors, how they affect process of photosynthesis, we are going to see today. So when you're seeing how water is affecting photosynthesis, so means how that water is essential for photosynthesis, we'll see. So before going to that, in the class 7th we have performed one experiment, that is Van Helmont's experiment, understood in class 7. So what is that? He planted a plant, okay, and when he was giving water, after few years he again weighed the mass of the plant. Then he found the mass of the plant is increased, and he said that mass of the plant is increased by water. Understood? What Van Helmont said? Mass of the plant is increased because of water. But actually at that time he is not aware of what? Photosynthesis. Understood? So exactly Van Helmont is not aware of photosynthesis in that period. But what is his assumption is, when he planted a plant and he started providing water to that plant, after a few years when he weighed the mass of the plant, he found that mass of the plant is increased. So with this he came to know that water is important for the growth of the plant. But by that time, what exactly happened is, Van Helmont is not completely aware or not aware of the process known as photosynthesis. So with that experiment, so what we have performed in class 7th, with the help of that experiment, today we are going to prove that water is essential for the process of photosynthesis. Understood? So next factor is what? Air. Air means what? So what in the equation what we have seen, air in the place of air, means what are the reactants we have used here? Carbon dioxide and water, isn't it? So first thing we have discussed about water. So by what, with the help of what? Van Helmont's experiment, we have discussed about water. So now we are going to see how air impacts, means how air has effect on photosynthesis. We'll see. That means carbon dioxide has effect on photosynthesis, we are going to see. So John Priestley in the year 1770 informed that oxygen is important in the preparation of food. That means what John Priestley said in the year 1770, that oxygen is important. That means he did not coin the term oxygen, that he said air is important in the process of preparation of food by plant. So and even at that time John Priestley also has no idea about photosynthesis. So in the year 1774 he discovered oxygen, but he did not coin the term oxygen. Understood? The term oxygen is not coined by John Priestley. It was coined by Lavoisier in the year 1775. So in the year 1770 John Priestley performed one experiment and he proved that air is important in the process of preparation of food by plant. Understood? So, and in the year 1774, he discovered oxygen, but he could not coin the term oxygen. That term oxygen was coined by Lavoisier in the year what? 1775. So, what is that experiment conducted by John Priestley? So, the experiment which is conducted by John Priestley is a milestone experiment in the process of photosynthesis. Understood? So, that is a milestone experiment. So, today we are going to see what is that experiment. John Priestley first has taken one candle and he lit that candle and he covered the candle with a tumbler. So, after certain time, the candle offed. Understood? Why? Because it has consumed all the air and it damaged the air what is inside. Understood? So, in the next scenario, what he did, he has kept one rat under the tumbler and he left for certain time. So, the rat expired due to suffocation. As there is no air, complete air is damaged. Understood? What happened? Rat expired. So, in the next step, what he did, he placed a candle and he placed a rat and he kept one mint plant in that tumbler. Understood? First he kept only candle under the tumbler. Second he kept a rat under the tumbler. In the third scenario, what he did? Candle, rat and one mint plant also he kept under the tumbler. So what happened? After certain time he observed that the candle did not off. The rat did not die. Understood? Then from this he came to know that some gas is released from the plant. Using that only the plant means that candle is not off and even the rat is also not expired. Something is coming from the plant and because of that gas only this rat and candle were the candle did not off and this rat also did not die. So using means here some process might have taken place. So whatever gas is coming from the exchange of gases has taken place here. When understood? So rat is releasing carbon dioxide. Using that carbon dioxide, plant is giving oxygen outside. Using this oxygen, rat is breathing and it is alive. Using that oxygen, light is burning in the candle. Now we understood. So in the process of preparation of food by the plant, oxygen is important, air is important. Understood? So with this experiment, John Priestley concluded that air is important in the process of preparation of food. Understood? By the plant. So to say something means we need to perform on activities and we said that air is important for the plant to prepare food. But we need to prove that also, isn't it? So to prove that, Mohl's half-leaf experiment was conducted as an activity. So what is that mentioned in that activity is, one, we have to take one destarched plant. What is destarched plant? So we need to put a plant under shadow, in the absence of light for at least a week. And we need to perform experiment with that plant. Understood? So in that plant we are performing this experiment. So you have taken a destarched plant and you have taken one leaf of that plant. You induced that leaf of you kept that leaf of the plant in a glass beaker and closed the lid, you used one glass beaker. So before introducing the leaf into the glass beaker, you need to take KOH pellets or a powder in this glass. KOH means potassium hydroxide. That should be taken in the glass beaker, and into that glass beaker we need, as shown in the figure, we need to introduce the leaf and put the splitted cork into that bottle. When you place this and leave for a while, what happens? Understood? When you do this process for a while and afterwards you need to remove that leaf from the plant. When you remove that leaf from the plant, and here we have to perform test with methylated solution, methylated spirit and iodine solution. So the leaf with the leaf which is introduced into KOH solution, and this plant is kept in sunlight. Understood? After certain days, when we remove that leaf from the plant and we perform presence of starch activity. That means what? Boiling the leaf in methylated spirit and removing it from the methylated spirit and putting iodine solution on the leaf. So when you place iodine drop on the leaf, which part of the leaf will turn blue is the portion of the leaf which is outside the KOH solution. That will turn into, what happened? That will turn into blue color. You know why? Because KOH solution, now plant is there. From the roots of the plant we are giving water, sunlight is there, understood, carbon dioxide is received. But when you place leaf in KOH solution or powder, what happens? KOH will absorb CO2, understood. As KOH is absorbing CO2, the inner portion of that leaf which is in the glass jar is not getting carbon dioxide. As it is not getting carbon dioxide, it couldn't prepare food. That is, as it is not preparing food, so when it is not preparing food, it is not having what? Starch. So when you perform this iodine test, it is giving negative report because the leaf is, means the portion which is inside KOH solution, KOH is taking all the CO2, absorbed all the CO2 and the leaf did not get CO2. That is the reason it couldn't prepare it food. Understood? So with this Mohl's half leaf experiment, the portion which is outside the beaker is getting oxygen, means it is getting water, carbon dioxide and sunlight. That is the reason it could prepare it food and it could give, with iodine solution when you are testing, it is turning into blue color and the leaf portion which is inside the glass jar is turning into purple, means it is not showing any color as there is no starch. As CO2 is absorbed by KOH solution, the leaf is not getting CO2. That is the reason it has it couldn't prepare food. As it is not preparing food, there is no starch in the inner portion of the leaf. That is the reason the leaf is not showing positive test. That means it is not turning into blue color when it is tested with iodine solution. So with the help of Mohl's half leaf experiment, we again proved that carbon dioxide is important in the preparation of, means in the process of photosynthesis. Understood? In the process of photosynthesis, water is important. We proved that with von Helmholtz experiment. And we also said that air is also important for photosynthesis. By John Priestley's example, we performed that air is important. Understood? Later, we performed an activity with Mohl's half leaf experiment and we proved that carbon dioxide is important in the in the preparation of food by the plant. Understood? But by this time there is no knowledge of photosynthesis by the scientists. So now we are going to see how light is important in the process of photosynthesis. By Jane Ignau's experiment, he conducted an experiment and he proved, means he conducted an experiment with a water plant, hydrilla. So using this water plant, he conducted an experiment. He kept this hydrilla water plant in sunlight for certain time and in dark room for certain time. When he kept like this, he observed that air bubbles were observed in sunlight, means the plant which is kept in sunlight. So from this he proved that light is important in the process of photosynthesis. So later in the 20th century, it was found that maximum photosynthesis, one scientist have worked on where, in which point of light maximum photosynthesis will take place. So he took an algae strand and he induced different types or different colors of lights onto that algae strand and he used some oxygen means sensitive bacteria onto that algae strand. When he did that, he observed that huge number of oxygen sensitive bacteria were observed in the region where red light is reflected and the region where blue light is reflected. So from this he concluded that maximum point of photosynthesis takes place at red and blue color regions of the light. So later, now we informed, means by Jane Ignau's experiment, we concluded or we proved that light is important for photosynthesis. So to prove that, we need to perform an activity, isn't it? So how this activity is performed is, we need to take a beaker and we need to place some water into the beaker. And we need to take a hydrilla plant and close that plant with a funnel. Understood? as shown in the figure. Close that plant with the funnel, and we need to take water in the test tube, and we need to invert that test tube onto that funnel. Okay, so this same setup we need to prepare another one also. These two setups, one we have to put in sunlight and the other one we need to place in the dark room. Understood? So when you observe, the equipment which is placed in sunlight starts producing some bubbles into the test tube. So, and the equipment which is set up in the dark room doesn't produce any air bubbles. So when you observe these air bubbles in the test tube which is placed in the light room, in the sunlight, we need to invert that test tube and lit a matchstick and place near the mouth of the test tube. So when you are placing near the mouth of the test tube, what happens? As it is oxygen is present in the test tube, the light of the matchstick will glow brighter. So with this we can prove that oxygen is evolved. Means with this what we can prove, light is important in the process of preparation of food, that is in the process of photosynthesis, because in the presence of light only we observe these air bubbles, and the equipment which is placed in dark room doesn't produce any air bubbles. Understood? Because the end product of the process of photosynthesis is what? Finally we get oxygen. So here oxygen is evolved by using what? Light energy. Understood? So with this activity we can prove. There is one more activity to find out that the presence of light is also important in the process of sunlight. For this we need to perform black pepper experiment for photosynthesis. In this also, again as shown in the figure, we need to use de-starched plant. That is what? Placing plant for 1 week in a dark room, and again 1 week in a dark room and performing activity with that plant. So that is known as de-starched plant. So in this de-starched plant, we need to take one black color paper, thick black color paper, and we need to cover some portion of the leaf as shown in the figure with dark color, that is black color paper, and leave it in sunlight. So after few days, when you perform experiment with that leaf which you have covered with black color paper, you need to perform here again iodine test, that is to prove presence of starch test. Here to perform this we need to place this leaf which is covered with black color paper in the methylated spirit. Boil the leaf in methylated spirit, and now we need to put few drops of iodine solution in the leaf. So when you are putting few drops of iodine solution on the leaf, what happened? The portion which is beyond the black pepper and behind the black pepper will turn into blue color, but the portion which is covered with black color paper will remain unchanged. Understood? It doesn't show any color on this. That shows that that portion which is covered with black color paper has no starch. That means when the light is not used, when light is not present, what happened? The process of photosynthesis doesn't, that means the preparation of food doesn't take place in plant. Understood? So when preparation of food doesn't take place, what happens? Starch doesn't produce. When starch is not there, it doesn't show any, means it will not turn into blue color when you are performing a test with iodine solution. Understood? So using this, with the help of this activity, we can confirm that light is also important in the process of photosynthesis. So in the next video we are going to discuss about chlorophyll, portion of chlorophyll in the process of photosynthesis. Hope this video is useful for you. Please subscribe and share my channel. Thank you.